Hi guys, welcome back to P Moments. Thank you for stopping by. If this is your first time, you are welcome to this channel. Like this video, and if you end up watching it, drop a comment. And if you're not new here, I am so happy that you're back again. Yeah, me and you forever. Anyways, thank you for coming back. I do appreciate the fact that you come back, you watch my videos, you like it, you drop a comment. Thank you so much. So today's video is a little sensitive, and it's something that's really my heart to talk about, right? It's bullying, right? Why I wanted to talk about this is because the effects of bullying, the psychological effects of bullying, last a lifetime. Some people never get the help that they deserve, right? Both the bully and the person that has been bullied, they both need help, and sometimes they never get the help. So it just becomes a lifelong vicious cycle of one bullying another and one getting bullied. And I also feel like if you're watching this channel, whether or not you have a child, if you have a younger sibling, you could talk to them about them or show them this video. If you have a child, you can start now to make sure that you as a parent do not add to the reason why they become bullies or why they are being bullied. And also, this video is more about the younger, it's more about the teenagers. I know that there's bullying in the workplace and the church, in so many places. Bullying happens anywhere to anyone, no matter the age. But I'm actually talking about the teenagers because I realized something, that most people that actually bullies, even in their older age, they started from when they were much younger, right? And this bullying don't just start, something actually prompts it, which is all what we're going to talk about in this channel. But I'm appealing to you as an older person to make sure that the people that are coming after you are not affected by certain actions that you make, and also you can talk to them about some of these things. Us, when we become parents, we want to make sure that our children do not become bullies, or if you're already a parent, you want to make sure that your child do not become a bully. And yes, you can actually stop that. So yes, let's get right into the video of today. So first of all, what's the meaning of bullying? Bullying is the use of force against someone. It's when you hurtfully tease someone, when you use coercion against the person, when you try to dominate them, when you try to intimidate them, when you verbally and physically abuse someone. And all these things happen repeatedly. Now, all the things I mentioned, hurtful teasing, coercion, dominance, intimidation, we are going to be taking them one by one to actually understand the full extent of what bullying actually is, right? So let's start with hurtful teasing. What is actually hurtful teasing? Now, hurtful teasing is when you mock someone or make fun of them to actually provocate them. Right? Now, you could tease them about their appearance, what they probably have or what they don't have. You could tease them with their family member, or one could be teased because of their disability, maybe in their eyes or somewhere in their body, or a certain way that they work, or just in their appearance as a whole. We know how guys can be, they yab each other and stuff, but when these things goes beyond just yabbing, then it actually starts becoming bullying. The next one is coercion, when you're forcing someone to do something against their will. This happens a lot in secondary schools, most especially boarding schools. Now we see seniors that would say, oh, buy me this and that, and then they don't even give you money. Or, okay, go get me a snack and water or a drink, and they give you money, but they want you to do it at a time where you're probably supposed to be in class. And if you come late for that class or you miss that class, you're going to be punished, but they don't care. And then the worst thing is when they don't even give you the money for it, and then they are forcing you to do it, and then they do this every single day. So you are now using your pocket money to feed a senior that is supposed to actually be the one to take care of you. And then we have threats. And when it comes to bullying, they don't just threaten you, they actually go ahead to do that thing that they've said. Or something like, if you don't buy that biscuit with your money, I'm going to beat you up, I'm going to punish you, you keep scrubbing the floors of all the hostels for the next for the whole semester or for the whole term, and you actually see them do that because maybe the child didn't actually even have the money to buy them something. And then dominating. You know, we see people who want to dominate others in a very, very harmful way, in a very disturbing manner, or they have to intimidate you because they want to like take control of you. They want to subject you to their will. And then we have abuse. This abuse can come physically and it can come verbally. And trust me when I say that sometimes you can abuse someone physically and then maybe the bruises they get on their body might even heal, but the psychological effect will not go away. And also verbally is even worse, because when you have to call someone names every single day, insult them consistently, it just gets to their head. And sometimes people who are bullied got into that situation maybe because they have a weak personality and they don't even have anyone to like stand up for them in school or something like that. They already have a weak personality. Someone now bullying them and pressing on them only reduces that personality and diminishes who they are. I see why it is so crazy, because at the long run this person may not even know how to deal with society as a whole. When they're finally done with that phase of their life, maybe they are done with the secondary school and then in university, it could really affect their relationship with people, right? But we are not there yet. So now you understand like what bullying encompasses, and you see that is a whole lot, and I don't think anybody should do that to another, or anyone should go through that. Now the next thing is, why do people actually bully? There's always a reason for something, right? So we're going to get into why people bully other persons. People who are bullies are probably facing the same thing at home. Yes, so they are getting bullied at home, and their only way of release is to actually do it to someone else. Let me tell you, most people who are bullies do not come from happy homes. It's either the home is very difficult or a very uncomfortable space for them, and so all the things they are learning from home, they are giving it to someone else, or they are practicing it on someone else. Charity begins at home when it comes to bullying, especially amongst teenagers, because these things come from home. Trust me. It's not everything your child does, or it's not everything that a human being does that deserves shouting and abuse. There's how to communicate, even amongst older people, although that's like not like the basis of this video. It's more for like the younger ones and all of that. But even amongst older people, you're in a relationship and your partner does something, you mustn't abuse them. Some people are actually being bullied in relationship because of the constant verbal abuse they are getting from their partner or from their spouse. So that's actually also abuse. So let's revert back to like the younger ones, right? If a child is like getting frightened by his mom all the time or his dad because he broke a plate, and instead of being like, why did you do that, or just, you know, scold them just a little bit, you go from verbally abusing them to beating them, you weaken their personality. You are just diminishing that child. And most times when they're now ready to release it, the best way to do it is to look for someone else that they feel is weak and do it to the same person. Now, a child may come from a home where their mother loves them so much, their dad is great, but the way their parents are treating other people, especially people who are like workers in the house, is quite sad. And so the child learns that, oh, everyone here is beneath me. So once I feel like you're beneath me, I can, you know, start bullying you. The same thing that you do to your workers, your children are not doing it to other people's children. Personally, for me, like, there is no way you grow up in a home that has so much love, both from mom, both from dad, like people around them, and then you are bullying someone. Where is it even going to come from? You won't even be thinking of that. Or you'll be thinking of how to like show that same love out to the world. That's what you give. Like, what you have inside of you is what you give. So moving forward, lack of self-esteem. If a child lacks self-esteem, they feel like the best way to feel strength is to bully someone else. And that's actually just a vicious cycle, because when you bully someone else, that person you are bullied may end up becoming like you. So it's just a vicious cycle of, oh, the thing you receive, you give it to someone else. And it's even happening in relationships, like, oh, a girl breaks a guy's heart, and then he feels like, do you know what's going for? That's what I'm just going to be doing. Every woman that comes into my life, I'm going to break their hearts, and also vice versa. So the effects of bullying, it's lifelong. It's like I said earlier, a parent may not even have the capacity to assist a child that's gone through bullying for a long period of time. They may actually need to bring in a psychologist or a therapist, and they probably don't even have the funds to do that. That is why, like, from when your child is young, you need to teach them, one, how to stand up to bullying. And I don't know how bad things have gotten that young children these days don't even run to their parents the moment they are being bullied at school. I don't know why. Like, this is a question that has puzzled me, and I just feel so sad, because why can't we run to our parents the moment we feel any like form of bullying? And why do our parents not stand up for us the moment they feel like we are being bullied? If your child is being bullied in a school, pull them out ASAP. Report, take it up to the highest extent you can take it up. And you know the funny thing, some people will think that if you actually react and leave the child in that school, they'll keep doing it. That child that was the bully has to be the one to leave, because I don't see why your child is a bully and they are still in boarding school. Pull them out. They need help. You need to understand, why is your child bullying another? What did you as a parent do wrong? Or even if you've not done anything wrong, what can you do to remedy the situation or to change this person? Because the truth is that when it even comes to like secondary school bullying, they learn from the people that has gone past them. So pull them out, talk to them, monitor them. And you can't monitor a child in boarding school. So pull them out of boarding school and begin to monitor them. And the ones that have gone through bullying, they need attention, they need love, they need care. You need to remind them that it is not because they've done something wrong that is why they were bullied, because that's the thing that they think the most. Oh, I've done something wrong, it's my fault, oh, I'm weak. And so therefore some of them now want to become strong and do it to someone else. Someone should just say something like in the comment section, why do you actually think that children who are being bullied do not go to their parents immediately this thing starts becoming consistent? Right? When I felt that kind of pressure from someone, it didn't even have to get to bullying, just 2-3 times, I went straight and I told my mom, and my mom told my guardian at the time. And then they found a way to make sure that it doesn't happen again. Until date, I appreciate both my mom and my guardian at the time for what they did. They made sure that the matter was settled in a very mature way, which I appreciate them for. But sometimes you settle this thing and your child goes back to school and you think all is well, but the senior starts again. Oh, you reported me, and then they start again. And tell your child to come back the moment. That give them that reassurance that anything, just tell me, I'll make sure to deal with it. And also find out in what way your child would like for it to be dealt with, because some children are already very scared, like, oh, if you talk to them, you know, this senior will continue, then that senior has to leave. That senior has to leave the school. Even day schools, they're waiting for someone outside the gate, so when the person comes out, they beat the person. So that's why, like, if you have a younger sibling, start speaking to the person, start advising them. If you have a child, start talking to that child. Bullying is not something that should happen. It's like, it's too bad, and we as the older ones can actually help to make sure that these younger generations don't have to face this. And like I said, it could further decline their relationship with people. It could further decline the way they act in society. They don't want to go out, they don't want to meet people, and it could decline their classwork, their exams, their exercises. They are failing in school because they are thinking about someone who is going to come and press on their neck. They are scared, they can't concentrate, they lack concentration. It's just a lot. So with all these things I've said, and if you've gotten to this point in this video, I feel like you have a responsibility to do something about bullying. Whether or not it's a young child, an older person, something can be done. Yeah, something can and should be done. So I appeal to all of you that bullying should stop. We've come to the end of this video, and if you got to this point, thank you so much. Like this video, send it to a friend, send it to a family member, and drop a comment. And if you've not subscribed and you've gotten to this point, what are you waiting for? More videos to come, more vlogs to come, and make sure you check out other videos on this channel. Love you. Bye.